Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another pregnancy update. I know I'm kind of behind, but honestly, I don't really feel that different. I haven't had really too many symptoms. I have had a couple days where I wasn't feeling ill, but that was because of a little stomach flu thing that I will go over later. But I'm just gonna go over pretty much what I've been doing these past couple of weeks. I started off June getting a lot of the baby stuff out of the shed, most of like the big things. It's gonna get really hot later in the summertime. I'm not gonna wanna get in the shed at all. And then, you know, when it starts to cool down a little bit more, towards the end of summer, I'm gonna be a little bit bigger probably, and I'm not gonna wanna carry that stuff. So I went ahead and I pulled it into the house. We actually set up the crib and we got a little clothespin. I washed all of Haru's old clothes, all of his newborn and like his 0 to 3 months clothes, and put those in the bin. So that's all pretty much a little bit ready. We still have sheets left over. We have blankets. We did go buy a new blanket, and we did get a couple new things actually, because you know, Toys R Us, Babies R Us is closing, so we went during like the last 9 days or so, when we pretty much just like found a couple cute things and we went ahead and got them. I picked out this really cute mobile that I'm in love with, and as soon as I saw it I was like, I need to get this, and it was totally worth it. It was like 60% off, so it was great. And I also moved a lot of Haru's like little toys, like the baby toy, not like baby toys. I didn't really keep a whole lot because most of them got pretty dirty, because you know babies like to hold things all the time and put them in their mouths and just throw them on the ground and stuff, so most of like the little baby toys got kind of dirty, so those are already gone. But you know, when the baby can like sit up kind of, which is not going to be for like 6 months or so, but you know, those little toys, little playmat, and all of the books, the children's books, I put them all out in the main room. I have the play yard out there, not set up. That take up a lot of space, but that's out there. Otherwise, we're good. I think almost everything is in the house. I went to get our 19-week sonogram done, and if you watch my gender reveal, I show you all the pictures from that, and if you've watched it, you already know it's a boy. If you haven't seen it, then well, hey, it's a boy. You guys know now. We're super duper excited. We think we have a name. I'm pretty set on it, but I don't know if my husband is. He picked out quite a few names he liked, so I'm not sure. But yeah, it's gonna be a boy. And then yeah, nothing pretty much after that, except when did I go to my doctor's office? Was it 20 weeks? Yeah, it was pretty much the week after that was my doctor visit, and super fast visit once again. I don't remember if she told us the heart rate. I'm not really sure. It still sounded about the same, like from me hearing it, pretty high still. I measured 22 centimeters, and that was really all she did. And then we were out of there. So, quick visit, and then the day after my doctor visit was the day I got the stomach flu. Okay, so let me tell you guys about my stomach flu. I woke up in the morning with a terrible migraine, with like the worst pain, you know, like right between your eyes, and I thought it was gonna go away after a little while. Maybe I just got like some weird sleep or something, or I was just really hungry, or I don't know. So I drank a cup of coffee, had a pastry in the morning, and it wasn't going away. So my husband told me to just take a Tylenol. And well, actually he told me I should have taken the Tylenol, but I don't like taking medicines, so I usually just try to wait it out. But it was really bothering me, so I took a Tylenol, and then I ate a bowl of cereal just so I had some extra food in me. And you know, I thought I was gonna get better, and I just tried to keep on going with my day. When something's bothering me, I just try to ignore it and just keep on going with my day, and hopefully it gets better, and most of the time it does. I pretty much just ignore everything and, you know, try to just work through it. If I have a pretty decent pain tolerance, so nothing really bothers me, unless it's pretty bad. But I, you know, did the dishes, I was doing laundry, and after a while I just was just like, I just felt like I needed to lay down, so I laid down, and then Michael came in the room and he was like, you know what, I'm taking the day off from work, you really don't look good, and whatever. And I thought, I mean, I don't know, I was still like, I'm fine, like I probably just need to get some sleep or something, you know, I'm okay. And he was like, no, you're not usually like this, you're being weird. And I was just like, no, I'm okay. So I was like getting up and like putting clothes away and like trying to do my usual day things. And he was like, no, I'm just gonna stay home. So he ended up calling off of work and stayed home. And literally maybe 15 minutes later, while we were putting some clothes away in some storage bins, we were going through some clothes and stuff, I was just like, I don't know, I felt totally fine, but all of a sudden, it was like my entire breakfast just decided it wanted to come up, so I had to run to the bathroom. Actually, I didn't run, I very peacefully and slowly walked to the bathroom so that no one would notice. But I threw up, and, you know, then I was like, okay, well, I should be fine now. I thought that was probably all I needed to do. So, you know, I mean, because I felt fine. So I went on with my morning, was helping with the clothes again, and then I was like, you know, maybe I need some fresh air. Let's just go to the beach so I can just kind of sit down and relax out there. And I ate a banana before I left since I had thrown up all my breakfast pretty much. And then we went to the beach and I was fine. I got up after a while, was kind of putting my feet in the water, sat back down, and immediately just the banana came back up and I had to go out and throw up again. So we ended up leaving and coming back home, and let's see, that time I ate some crackers, just some saltine crackers, and I laid down for a little while because I thought maybe if I went to sleep it would, you know, things would be better, but I couldn't get to sleep and I just ended up laying down, rolling, tossing and turning, but I was okay. And then I got up and then sat on the couch, and then of course I got sick right after that, and I stopped eating anything because I was afraid, you know, I was just gonna keep throwing it up. So I was just, you know, just drinking water, trying to stay hydrated, and every time I drank some water, a couple minutes later I would just throw it up. I couldn't keep anything down, like, even water, like after I threw water, I was just dry heaving constantly, and it was kind of bad. So I ended up calling my doctor's office, which was then already closed by then, and the doctor on call was just like, you know what, it might be just a 24-hour thing, so just wait a while, call back if it gets, you know, if it gets really bad, if it, or, you know, just if it's still going on in the morning and stuff. I wasn't too worried. You know, if the doctor said I was fine, then I was fine. I'm just that type of person. I'm fine. Yeah, I'll get over it, you know. Michael was just like, I don't know, like, I feel like I should take you to the emergency room or something, and I mean, he, you know, he's obviously worried about the baby not getting nutrition or whatever, but the doctor said it should be fine, so I said it should be fine. Of course, it kept going on and on and on until the end of the day, and I couldn't really wait till the next morning because Michael had work, so he'd be gone, and I wouldn't have any way to get to the hospital, the doctor's office, or anything, so I wanted to wait until really late in the evening before the urgent care closed, and then if I was still feeling pretty bad and still throwing up, then we would just go there late in the evening, and that's what we ended up doing. He called his mom and I called my sister to see if anyone could watch Hadu while we went there, and my sister ended up coming down, and it was like 9 o'clock when we went to urgent care, and they closed at 10. And I mean, they really couldn't do anything for me there. They didn't have any machines to see if the baby was okay or anything, and the doctor, the first question he asked was, do you think you could be pregnant? And I was like, well, actually, yeah, I'm already 20 weeks pregnant. So he was like, oh, okay, true. But they gave me Zofran and sent me home, pretty much, you know, said if it gets any worse to go to the emergency room. But I pretty much just went to bed as soon as I got home, and the next morning I was okay. I felt a little nauseous-y, and never threw up though after the doctor's office. I did throw up in the doctor's office, but once I got home, nothing. The next morning, nothing. I was just feeling nauseous. My head kind of hurt, so I took a Tylenol that morning, and I pretty much slept the entire day. I did end up having a fever late in the evening, and then early that morning. So I pretty much just slept the entire day, and I would wake up a couple times and I could just feel myself like sweating out and stuff. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna get better today. And pretty much just chilled. I woke up and me and Holly we watched a movie. The next day I felt a little weird in the morning, but I got better pretty fast, and I don't think it was until the day after that I was really feeling better. And I actually went outside and I would just chill, and I didn't feel nauseous at all. I wasn't afraid to eat for the past like 2 days before that. After I had the urgent care thing, I was pretty much just eating applesauce and bananas. I had like pretty much any kind of fruit thing that I had in the house. But that was pretty much my 3 days of having the stomach flu and the recovery of it. And that was the only time I have felt bad. That was honestly the only time I've ever gotten like sick like that in my life. So it was kind of weird and new to me, but I was still just kind of like, whatever, it happens, even though it's never happened to me before. But yeah, other than like that little thing happening, which wasn't even a symptom, I've had no actual symptoms or like bad symptoms, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. I haven't had, let me just check my symptoms thingy real quick in my what to expect app, and I'll go over some things. Okay, oh, heartburn, yes. Was it last week? Maybe the week before last week, the heartburn phase had started, and usually I feel like it doesn't start until maybe the like early 3rd trimester, but I guess I am like halfway through 2nd trimester now. But yeah, the heartburn and like the acid indigestion, weird refluxes, that's been happening. Usually late in the evening, like late afternoon, early evening, I guess. But that's been happening, and that happens every day now. So I keep my Tums in my bag with me when I go out, and it's just always there and ready. And that's been a lifesaver. Let's see, what else? That constipation. That's kind of been happening, I've noticed. I think that's starting to. No faintness, no dizziness, no leg cramps. Stretch marks are about the same as when you saw them last time. Nothing new has come up. No, my line hasn't come up. My belly button, it's not protruding. Not yet. It's still a little crater. Movement. Baby has been kicking, and I've been able to feel it. That started a long time ago. I don't even remember if I mentioned it last time, but yeah, I started feeling it a lot earlier than I started feeling it with Hada. I guess because I expected, I don't know, I know how it feels. What do they call it? I think I read it somewhere. I don't know, there is a term for it. But yeah, I felt little movements. I actually saw a kick in my belly today, which I was like, whoa, that didn't happen to me with Otto until way later in the pregnancy. But it's the first time I saw it. I was like, oh my god, I saw it. And it was a really, really strong kick too. So I'm sure it's not going to happen like all the time. I'm not going to like be able to see anything every time the baby moves, but if I ever get another strong kick like that, I'm going to be like, yes, I saw him move again. So today was actually the first time I saw a little kick come out of my belly. Super weird. Still super weird. No increase in appetite. I'm always hungry. I have always loved food. Backaches. No, sometimes my lower back aches, but I get backaches all the time. Like, that's just, I've always had back problems. Nails. Oh, that's the thing. Fast growing nails. Okay, I have been complaining about that. My nails have been growing super fast. Every time I cut them, they like go back to the size they were maybe 2 days later. It's really annoying. Okay, so I guess I do have a lot of pregnancy symptoms going on. I don't know, when I think of like symptoms, I think of bad things. I don't really think of all like the good things that happen. Stuffy nose, actually, yeah. Stuffy nose. That's a symptom. Okay. My nose is stuffy all the time. I don't know. I just didn't think about that at all whatsoever. I have a stuffy nose all the time. But anything else, how it's affecting me right now is clothes. There are definitely certain types of clothes now that I just don't want to wear. My shorts, I have to do the little rubber band. I should just do the hair tie. I put the hair tie around it and just zip it up with the hair tie, keep the button open. My high-waisted shorts, those shouldn't exist in my wardrobe at all. Everything has to be really low. Like everything I wear has to pretty much sit under my belly now, or else it's just super uncomfortable. So all my sweatpants way under my belly. Skirts, anything, just way under my belly. So I've been just wearing dresses, which is a great thing about being pregnant in the summertime, spring and summer, is that I can wear all these dresses that I love wearing. And it's actually weird saying that because I used to hate wearing dresses, but I've been loving dresses, and I every time I see a nice dress I like, I pick it up because I'm like, it's so comfortable to wear. You just throw it on and you're okay. And no other way it's really affecting me. My mom is always like, so is your belly getting in the way of anything yet? Of like me doing housework and stuff, and I'm just like, no, I just still like, you know, normal. It's not, my belly's not huge. She's just like, man, when is it gonna start bothering? Like, she really wants it to start bothering me. People touch my belly. That doesn't really bother me too much though. It is sort of like, I guess because I'm not used to it yet. It's still really early. When people do, I'm just like, what are you doing? And then I forget for a second that, you know, they're touching the baby and they're not just rubbing up on my belly. But I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. But yeah, first, for a moment, I'm just like, wait, why are you rubbing my belly? People, you know, are asking if they can feel the kicks, and honestly, I don't know. I mean, I guess since I saw it today, you might be able to, but it's hard for me to tell right now because I've been feeling it in the inside. So when I put my hand on my belly, you know, I want to be like, oh, I can feel the baby move. But I don't know if I'm feeling it on my hand on the outside or if I'm feeling it on the inside, which I know I am. But I don't know if I'm explaining this right. But yeah, I don't know if, you know, other people's hands like on the outside of my belly will be able to feel what I'm feeling inside. There. So I think that's about it, and let's do the belly show. Alright, so here's my belly from the front. I still think it starts pretty up high, but I have kind of slimmed down on the sides here. I'm still get wide pretty much down here, and but it is a lot more in the front now. Oh, turn around. And there it is. Definitely bigger since the last time you saw it, but it has been like 4 or 5 weeks. You can tell how much tanner I like the difference. I do go outside with my belly out, but I put like loads and loads of sunscreen on it, and then after a while I get really scared, so I cover it up. And so it doesn't get, you know, as tan as the rest of me does when I sit outside. But there it is. There's my belly from the side, and then the front. You can see, or you can tell, possibly, my stretch marks are still pretty low and about the same as they were before. I don't really feel like zooming in because I showed them all before. I do have it on the sides. I don't know if you can tell that, but I do have it on the sides. And they're on both sides. No line going down. I have a little line going up a little bit. I showed that the first time. That came up like during the first couple of weeks of my pregnancy, but it hasn't like gone up, hasn't gone wider or anything. My belly button, you can see, is still a nice innie, but it's definitely stretching out, turning into a little moon crater. And that's about it. So that's it for this week's update, or the past couple of weeks update. I'm on week 22, or like in the middle of week 22 now. So hopefully next time I won't have had such a long gap, but honestly I won't have had much to talk about because in like 2 weeks nothing really happens, nothing really changes. But I don't know. I want to say hopefully things change, but I don't want things to change. I want things to keep going the way they are, which is pretty good. So yeah, hopefully nothing changes unless it's a good change. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos and updates, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!